Tzu Chi and Burmese government are working together to provide needy farmers with rice seeds. In Taiwan, the free clinic for foreign laborers at the Taipei Main Station has wrapped up its 11th year on a perfect note. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Dennis Wu. Thank you for joining us. Kicking off today's program in Myanmar. Whenever it floods in the country, especially during monsoons, farmers would suffer serious losses as their paddies would often be destroyed by floodwaters, and thus they have to borrow money to buy new seeds to replant their field. Thankfully, Tzu Chi has teamed up with Yangon's Department of Agriculture to provide these farmers with free rice seeds.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Myanmar arrive at the warehouse of Yangon's Department of Agriculture.
The relative humidity must stay between 10 to 14%. Otherwise, these seeds will not be usable.
Inside the warehouse are rice seeds from various provinces, which are sorted according to their quality and dryness level.
We have chosen 4 varieties this time, which all take about 150 days to plant. Not only are they accustomed to local climate and soil, they are also pest resistant and tend to have a good yield. I think our farmers will like them.
As countless rice farmers in the country have lost their paddies to floods caused by the monsoon, Tzu Chi has teamed up with the government to provide these farmers with rice seeds.
We never thought that people would come to help us by providing us with new rice seeds. We must work hard to grow these seeds. No matter what the harvest is like, we must donate a portion of it to pay it forward.
These farmers no longer have to worry about borrowing money to buy the rice seeds they need as in the past. Now they can focus on working their paddies and helping out others in need.
Next to Jordan in the Middle East, where Tzu Chi volunteers continue their bi-monthly visit to the tent city of Zaatari to care for Syrian refugees in and around the area. As sharp drops in the temperature and heavy snow is forecasted, the volunteers delivered food and daily necessities on their most recent trip to help the refugees brace for the harsh winter.
In Jordan, Zaatari refugee camp, established in July of 2012, currently houses nearly 80,000 Syrian refugees. While the people here still remember the snowstorm from last year, Jordan is facing harsh winter again. Tzu Chi volunteers in Jordan begin a supply distribution in and around Zaatari refugee camp, giving out 5 kilograms of rice, sugar, split peas, and other necessities to each refugee family. The distribution goes smoothly as the refugees are familiar with Tzu Chi's distribution principles. The volunteers also brought balloons and smiles to the children there. Afterward, the volunteers also visit nearby Bedouins to congratulate one family whose member has recently been accepted by a university.
Congratulations, Maria, for getting into college. This gift is for you.
Overcoming the long distances, Tzu Chi volunteers continue to deliver necessities and care to Syrian refugees and Bedouins, hoping to see them through the tough times.
Moving on to China, as a part of their charity mission, Tzu Chi volunteers in Qingdao and Beijing visit seniors at local nursing homes every month. On their most recent visits, volunteers in Qingdao also invited along members from their parent and child class, who brought joy and vitality to the elderly. Prior to visiting a nursing home, Tzu Chi volunteers gave these children a last-minute reminder. Upon their arrival at the nursing home, their children quickly brought joy and laughter to the seniors.
The children will realize that since they can serve these grandpas and grandmas, they can also do their best to care for their own grandparents.
On this monthly visit to the nursing home, these volunteers in Qingdao have invited the participants of a Tzu Chi parent-child class to join them, and the parents have also gained much from the experience.
我会感觉到我在家里。
I have been thinking that I haven't given my parents and in-laws a massage like this before.
没有对他们做过这样的按摩。
I saw that the grandma's hair is thinning and she has gotten more wrinkles. There is very little I can do for her, but I can spend time with her.
Turning to Beijing, at another nursing home, 73-year-old volunteer Zhang Xiu'e is inviting everyone to join her in protecting the environment.
There have been so many disasters because the earth has been damaged and is getting angry.
Bringing vitality to the event, the volunteers sang and danced, in addition to sharing the secrets of staying young at heart. The Tzu Chi volunteers in Beijing also brought hand warmers for the seniors, in hopes that they can stay warm while enjoying familiar warmth and care. Back in Taiwan recently, Tzu Chi volunteers in Yonghe, New Taipei City, helped clean the home of a senior who suffers dementia. The home, originally squalid and filthy beyond belief, was completely transformed, thanks to the efforts of the volunteers.
This home is infested with cockroaches and the walls are covered in roach nests and droppings. This home, situated in Yonghe, New Taipei City, belongs to a senior who suffers from dementia.
We've been caring for the grandma for some time now. She suffers from dementia, so she often wanders about and can't find her way home. Sometimes she'd go out even when it's raining and forget to take an umbrella with her. Apart from the cockroaches, her home is infested with rats as well, so we are really asking for your help.
As the grandma is currently staying at a nursing home, her daughter turned to Tzu Chi volunteers for help. Many of the Tzu Chi sisters put aside their fear of insects to clean the grandma's home.
When a situation like this happens to our own family members, we may not want to help out. But when there are so many of us helping out collectively, we can really make a difference. With everyone pitching in, I am positive we can get this place cleaned up in no time.
After wiping down every piece of furniture, volunteers also cleaned the seniors' large collection of Buddha statues and scripture books.
She has a lot of these plastic flowers, but we're afraid she might get upset if she doesn't see them when she returns home. And since there are a lot of cockroaches inside, we decided to plant these flowers in her garden, which she can enjoy from time to time.
With volunteers working together as a team, the home was completely transformed by the end of the day. Now a clean home and fresh start awaits the senior.
In our next report, we meet a visually impaired woman who has overcome her physical disability to create handmade soaps filled with lots of love and care. Huang Wei-Yo, who suffers from poor vision, often looks for ideas on the internet to make soap cakes. With creativity and hard work, she turned handmade soaps into works of art, which have also become a popular souvenir at wedding banquets.
These colorful and delicate cakes are Huang Wei-Yo's works of art. But in fact, these are not edible desserts, but handmade soaps. Wei-Yo magnifies the measurement numbers with the help of her tablet computer. With her low vision, this is the only way she can measure the ingredients precisely.
Squeezing the cream is difficult for me. You have to be careful with your strength and watch closely to make sure it connects into a swirl.
Seeing things clearly is the biggest obstacle for Wei-Yo, whose vision deteriorated due to juvenile macular degeneration when she was about 8 or 9 years old. She eventually finished high school, relying on her sense of hearing. Then she worked as a masseuse and telemarketer. However, looking for a suitable job has been difficult for her.
Many jobs are not suitable for visually impaired people, including jobs in the service sector or works that require technical skills. Then I thought handmade soaps is something I can make on my own.
30-year-old Wei-Yo gets ideas from internet pictures to make lovely handmade soaps. Through the help of Department of Labor, her handmade soaps are being sold as wedding favors. In spite of her poor vision, Wei-Yo has proven that, with creativity and perseverance, she can also achieve her aspirations.
Without a queen bee, there won't be a beehive. A mother of 2 girls, Madame Wuget of Haiti, would know, as she's a beekeeper. However, deforestation and desertification in the country is hurting her business, so she hopes all can work towards restoring the environment, not just for the bees' sake, but for future generations as well.
Oh, merci pour arrêter.
I decided to become a beekeeper for two reasons. The first is because I always liked the ways bees organize themselves in the colony. It was also a way for me to make some money. By choosing to keep bees, you earn money the honest way. It's about loving the environment because we need flowers. We need trees and plants. So instead of contributing to deforestation, we try to replant our forest. This one has tons of pollen. If it rains, we have good production. During the drought, we barely extracted any honey. Bees are hungry and thirsty. After my bath every morning, I recycle some water for the bees to drink. I put it in a container and put some leaves in it, so the bees can drink and not fall in and drown, because it would make me sad to lose any bees. Near my house, I planted lemon trees, grapefruit trees, and orange trees, so that the bees always have food and are always safe. I'm raising two beekeeping young women.
The free clinic at the Taipei Main Station for foreign laborers is made possible with the help of Taiwan Railways Administration, the Taipei City Hospital, and Tzu Chi International Medical Association. The free clinic is held at least 5 times a year, and now 11 years later, 64 free clinics have been held. At the end of this year's final clinic, the Taipei Department of Labor recognized the 3 organizations for helping migrant workers and foreign caretakers feel more at home.
The joint free clinic at the Taipei Main Station to serve foreign laborers has been ongoing for 11 years. At the end of this year's final event, the Taipei City Department of Labor thanks Taiwan Railways, TIMA, and the Taipei City Hospital for coming together to support the cause.
We should care about all those around us, whether they are our family members or people who care for us, including our friends and migrant workers from Southeast Asia. We should show them the compassion and hospitality of Taiwan people.
For us to be able to support the cause by providing the venue for the free clinic, everyone here at the Taipei Main Station feels privileged.
Every year, the free clinic is held at least 5 times. To date, 64 clinics have been held already. Besides offering physical checkups, services also include mental support.
By caring for their physical and mental well-being, people who will benefit the most are actually their employers or people that they look after.
Compared to the past, we are not as needed now in the medical service area. So we have taken on a different role by providing health education, offer them moral support, or even encouraging them to join Tzu Chi as well.
Catering their service to the needs of the foreign laborers, those on the serving end want to make sure their foreign friends can rest easy here in Taiwan.
Typically, a patient who undergoes a heart bypass surgery has to spend a long time recovering due to having his or her chest cut open. However, a minimally invasive technique allows a patient to be discharged in as little as 5 days. Originally a diabetes patient at the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital, 57-year-old Mr. Lin was diagnosed with partially obstructed coronary artery at a routine checkup in early December. Thanks to the early detection, he received a minimally invasive bypass surgery and was quickly discharged.
Happily chatting with his doctor, it is hard to tell that Lin Hongren just completed a heart bypass surgery only 2 weeks ago.
My symptoms were not very obvious before the surgery, so really I don't feel any different now than before. It's as if nothing happened.
As his symptoms were not obvious, Mr. Lin didn't notice that his coronary artery was becoming obstructed. It was only because he gets a checkup regularly that his doctor was able to treat him with a new minimally invasive bypass surgery.
What's unique about Mr. Lin's case is the location of his blockage just happened to be very suitable for a minimally invasive surgery. So instead of having to saw open his chest, we were able to keep each incision down to less than 10 centimeters. For him, they were about 8 centimeters.
Due to the smaller incisions, the patient can recover quickly. For Mr. Lin, he was discharged from the hospital just 5 days after his surgery. The thoughtfulness and the meticulous care of the staff also made an impression on him.
You might live through your whole life without needing this type of surgery. So of course I was worried. However, my faith and confidence in my doctor has only increased each day since the surgery. I know I'm in good hand.
Regular follow-ups for those with chronic illness can help prevent their condition from exacerbating. Thanks to the ever-advancing medical breakthroughs, treatments are now more comfortable and safer for patients.
In 2014, a nurse in Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital's ICU department took to her Facebook page and called on her friends to donate their unused toiletries from staying in hotels to the hospital for ICU patients who cannot afford them. It has been 2 years since, and recently the department received another package full of toiletries from a stranger who had not forgotten the needy, which surprised the initiator of the campaign.
Gently wiping down the patient, an ICU nurse cleanses the body of a patient. However, for some families already struggling to get by, providing toiletries for their loved ones during their stay at the hospital worsens their financial burden.
Some of our patients' family cannot afford to provide us with body wash for the patients to use. To help, some of our colleagues have brought back travel-sized shampoo or shower gels they received while on vacation and put them in our department for these needy patients.
In 2014, nurse Lin Yichen of Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital took to the internet to look for kind-hearted people to donate their unused toiletries.
I am very touched at the inspiration behind this activity, as it was started out of the kindness of everyone's heart. This also gives these travel-sized toiletries a more useful purpose.
Although 2 years have passed since the initial call for help, the kindness of strangers have not ceased to amaze Lin, who recently received another package of donated goods.
Everyone has been very generous and knows they were in need of these items, so people are giving within their means to help. As these items run out, we're in continuous need of such donations.
This toiletry donation campaign has received a lot of support, as Lin even received a letter of encouragement from elementary school students. The nursing department plans to donate a portion of it to other charity organizations and hopes that everyone will continue to help people with such needs.
DaAi Junior High School in Nantou County has long faced a water shortage problem due to the prolonged abuse of water resources in the area, affecting the school and its students. Let's further find out more about their struggles. Located in the beautiful Nantou County, DaAi Junior High School's view is breathtaking. However, this majestic scenery hides away the water shortage struggle the school has long faced.
Because the school is in the mountains and the water pipes is attached to the walls of the mountains, and if a landslide occurs or rocks fall down, the pipes are prone to breaking.
Much like the rest of the community, Nantou County's DaAi Junior High School's water source comes from Hehuanshan. Due to a reliance on the pipeline, the school often faces water shortages as a result of drought in the area or pipe breakage.
上厕所的话，就是也没有水可以冲，然后就很不方便。
没办法洗碗啊，然后住宿生也没办法洗澡。
With a total of 80 students living at the school's dormitory, when there's a lack of water, they seek help from the community.
The dorm mother and father will shuttle the students to take turns showering at people's houses.
To minimize their own water shortage problem, most community residents and business owners pay to connect their own pipeline, ensuring a constant supply of water. However, the school lacks such budget, so they could only store water using water tanks. Thankfully, the county government has stepped in to help.
The county government built a 1,200-ton water tank at the top of the mountain, and in our school there's an additional 300-ton water tank. This can help store some water supply.
With the water tank's construction nearing completion, the school hopes it will relieve their water shortage problem and give the students a better learning environment. The teachers at the Kedah Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Malaysia think it is important to help their graduating students transition to primary school very smoothly, and thus recently led the students on a visit to a local elementary school. Let's join them there.
The teachers at Kedah Tzu Chi Kindergarten have arranged for their graduating students to visit a local elementary school.
你们现在读的学校大是小？大。为什么？因为学生很多。你在那一班，你会有39个朋友。
Then the students walk into a first grade class to greet the older students here.
我看到很多同学，然后他跟我们穿的衣服不一样。不会，因为有老师照顾我们。
Since eating at school is part of school life, the students must learn to face strangers and an unfamiliar environment at the cafeteria.
I'm worried that I do not know how to buy food, but I've learned to do it now.
上了小学可能要面对70
After they attend elementary school, they will need to buy food at the cafeteria. They are a bit worried since it is an unfamiliar environment. Therefore, we are preparing them. After the visit today, these children will better understand what a day at an elementary school is like.
小学的一日作息。
Getting a glimpse of what the future might hold for them, the graduating students have become better prepared for the next stage of their life.
At the end of today's program, we travel to Paraguay in South America for Tzu Chi's year-end blessing ceremony in Ciudad del Este. Unlike the past, 80% of the some 200 present were local residents. That's all the time we have. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.